coming year, I would have fasted either a day before it, along with it, or a day after it, in order to go against the practice of the Jews. It's just part of that general principle in Islam, distinguishing ourselves from the other religious groups. It is not prohibited for you to fast on the 10th alone, but it is preferable for you to fast the 9th and the 10th, or the 10th and the 11th.
I think the Prophet in his condition referred to the not to fast Tuesday and Friday, and you fast on the Thursday and Friday, or the Friday and the Saturday. If the 10th falls on Friday, you have to necessarily fast on the Thursday and the Friday. Because the 11th will be Tuesday, it is haram to fast.
No, but what the hadith says is that you should not choose Friday out of the other days and specify it as a day for fasting. No, follow this now. You are fasting on the 10th of Muharram. You are not fasting on Friday. This is not, so you understand, the 10th of Muharram varies from day to day around the year. So if it happens to fall on a Friday, you are not intentionally fasting on that Friday, so that hadith doesn't apply to you.
So that means they can fast only on that Friday.
You could. Yes. It's just like, for example, the fast on the day of Arafah. Prophet ﷺ recommended it. Fast on the day of Arafah. One who does so, it removes the minor sins of the previous year, or what was previous of the year, and what is to come afterwards towards the end of the year. This year it fell on Friday. So the question is, were you allowed to fast on that Friday? Yes. You're allowed to fast on the Friday, because you are not specifying Friday as a day of fasting. This is what is prohibited. Specifying Friday as a day of fasting. Okay.
Also, authentic tradition has it that the Prophet fasted during his journey from Medina to Makkah, at a time when the means of communication were so difficult, and the journey without really meant that it was. Now, it is also clear that if a Muslim fails to fast on one day during the month of Ramadan, even if he fasts for the rest of the year, without a valid reason, or he is not sick, unless he is sick, or without a valid reason, he doesn't fast. Even if he fasts for the rest of the year, that will not compensate for the particular day, if he does not have a valid reason. And the Prophet fasted on a journey during the journey from Medina to Mecca.
Let me say this, brother. I don't really know, first and foremost, how authentic this information of the Prophet fasting in the journey is. But I will accept, as you say, that it is in Bukhari. And I would still check it up myself to be absolutely certain, right? But this is not the point. The point is that the compulsory fast of Ramadan didn't come until the second year after the Hijrah. So this fast of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in a journey cannot be used for support of insisting that a person who is traveling during Ramadan cannot fast, because Allah has said in the Quran, in kuntum ala safarin, if you are traveling, you can make it up by another number of days. Finish. So we cannot bring argument that the Prophet ﷺ on his way from Mecca to Medina was fasting, to say now you who are going to travel in Ramadan, you can't fast. And the Prophet ﷺ had said that it is not from piety to fast while traveling. It is not pious. It is not particularly pious for you to fast while traveling. Allah has given you a concession, and He said that Allah doesn't like when He gives you concessions you don't take it. Because your boss is giving you a break, he's giving you a day off, and you say, I don't want it. I don't need it. So we can't relate this one to this one. You know, it's not in the correct place. The point is, the fast of Ramadan only came 2 years after the Hijrah, and Allah specified the laws concerning it. And the Prophet ﷺ further clarified them concerning the traveler, etc. So it is an option given to the traveler, which is preferable, though not compulsory. If you decide to fast, nobody's going to say haram for you to fast while traveling. Nobody's going to say this. But it is preferable not to.
One last question. You will recall that various explanations that you made concerning riba during the first week. Yesterday I happened to have news. They are going to invest in
About, yeah.
How would you try to explain it?
Well, you know, we have a brother who has changed his opinion, you know, concerning insurance, because originally he said insurance is prohibited, life insurance, and then he changed his position to the fact that it is allowed. And surely you will find a variety of different opinions coming up, right? What he is talking about in this article, as far as I can remember, he spoke of a person who becomes Muslim and has money in the bank with interest on it, or a person who learns that it is prohibited for him to take interest on his money. What to do from this point onward? This is what he's dealing with. Right? He's not dealing with a person who knows that it is prohibited to collect interest, and he is going to put his money in the bank and take that interest and do this and do that and do the other. He's not dealing with it. Right? But still, in spite, I just wanted to make that distinction in terms of what he's actually dealing with in the article. This is his opinion, and you heard what he explained. And I gave you what I have understood from the Quran and the Sunnah concerning riba. And you hear the harsh words of Allah, you hear the harsh words of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and it's for you to decide whether, if you want to take the nice soft words of Adil Salah, who says, okay brother, you can do this, you know, and you avoid the harsh words of Allah and the Prophet, on the day of judgment Allah is going to ask you, for you.
The reason why I asked you this question is, why is this type of propaganda allowed there?
Well brother, this is a person writing in a newspaper. He has an opinion which is shared by other people who are, we call them scholars in Islam. We have scholars who hold this opinion. So, we can't say why is this allowed. I mean, is Arab News an Islamic newspaper?